This is the story of a man who ignored important moments in his life and learned the lesson of regret too late. His name was Daniel. Daniel lived a normal and predictable life in a small city. He had a simple job and followed the same routine every day. He was not poor and he was not unhappy, but he was never serious about improving his life. He believed that life would always give him another chance later. Daniel believed one dangerous idea. He believed that time was always available. He believed that delay had no real cost. Because of this belief, he ignored many important responsibilities. He delayed learning new skills. He delayed improving his work habits. He delayed building a better future. He always said, "I will do it later." Every morning, Daniel woke up late. He rushed through his routine without planning his day. He arrived at work tired and unfocused. At work, he did only the minimum required. When his manager gave advice, Daniel listened politely, but never acted on it. He believed the job would always be there. After work, Daniel wasted even more time. He went home and sat alone. He watched videos for hours. He scrolled on his phone without purpose. He ignored messages that could help him grow. He avoided learning new skills because learning felt uncomfortable. Comfort slowly became his daily habit. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. Daniel felt busy, but he made no progress. He told himself that life was stable, but deep inside, nothing was improving. He was moving, but not moving forward. Daniel saw changes around him. His coworkers started learning new skills. Some took extra responsibility. Some were promoted. Some left for better jobs. Daniel stayed in the same position. He noticed this, but instead of changing, he felt jealous and confused. He still believed he had time. One day, Daniel lost his job. The company reduced staff and kept only disciplined and responsible workers. Daniel was not prepared for this moment. He felt shocked and afraid. For the first time, he realized that time had passed and he had nothing to show for it. At home, Daniel felt empty and restless. He thought about the advice he ignored. He thought about the skills he never learned. He remembered all the days he wasted. Regret slowly grew inside him. He understood that delay was not harmless. Delay had destroyed his stability. Daniel stayed at home for weeks without direction. He slept late. He woke up late. He said, "I will start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. Bills arrived. Savings decreased. Pressure increased. One day, Daniel received a job interview call. This was a real opportunity. This was his chance to restart his life. Daniel promised himself to take this seriously. He told himself that regret would not control him anymore. But habits do not change easily. Daniel prepared late. He left his house late. He believed he could still make it on time. When Daniel reached the office, the door was closed. The interview was finished. The opportunity was gone. Daniel stood outside the building in silence. He felt deep regret. He felt ashamed of his choices. He understood something painful and clear. Life does not punish us suddenly. Life punishes us slowly through delay. This story teaches us a clear lesson about regret. Regret is not created in one day. Regret is created by small delays repeated every day. Every excuse adds weight to regret. Every ignored responsibility builds future pain. Time gives warnings, but it never waits. Many people think regret comes from failure, but that is not true. Regret comes from not trying. Regret comes from waiting too long. Regret comes from choosing comfort over effort again and again. By the time regret is felt, the chance is often gone. Daniel finally understood the truth. Regret is heavier than effort. Discipline is easier than regret. Action today is always cheaper than regret tomorrow. Daniel decided to change, even though it was late. He started waking up early. He planned his days carefully. He reduced distractions. He focused on small daily actions. Progress was slow, but it was real. Daniel learned that regret is not about failing. Regret is about not trying when you had the chance. Success does not require perfection. It requires action before regret arrives. The moral of this story is simple and direct. Regret comes from delay. Action today prevents regret tomorrow. Now ask yourself honestly, are you acting today or are you creating regret for your future? If this story made you think, write nitrogen regret in the comments. Subscribe and watch more stories on this channel to improve your English and build a better life.